uncomfortable.
That's
You know what I mean?
a hell of a commitment.
Yeah.
That's a commitment right there. So what else? What else are we thinking about?
So
natural beauty, huh?
Yeah. You
I
like the
love
natural beauty? You prefer heels, high heels?
I'm 50-50. And I say 50-50 because some of my workspaces, it's definitely office, professional. What's the term I'm looking for? Um, Women tend to wear a lot of heels, skirts, dresses to that nature. So I'm always seeing women in their calves with the heels.
Mm-hmm.
So I love that aspect of things. Granted, I'm a leg man. I feel every man is an ass man, so that's automatic. So I shouldn't have to say that. That's just my point of view. But I'm a leg thigh man, and when she have on those heels with the skirts and the calves and the thighs just bulging, like what's up, homie? Or she got on the shorts with some chucks on, some J's on, and the calves, and with some boots. And,
so you're a leg man. You're a leg man.
Yeah. Put the leg right here.
You want a leg right here?
Put it right there. Put the other leg right here.
Give me an L.
Anyway. Sorry for those who just don't know me yet on Angel's feed. I'm Wes. I drink my wine, go back in my corner.
Okay, well. So since we did touch on this last night.
What's that?
But our last episode, we talked about our new topic would be your first date. Okay. Like, what is your best first date that you've had?
Ooh.
And I talked to this with IROC, right?
Okay.
And I guess he's not on. But he was like, hey, I never had a first date like with a stranger where it was that great, other than just dinner and a movie or something. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because he knew the people that he had these first dates. And normally, when you already know somebody and you finally date, you finally just go into sex. Mm-hmm. Because you already know each other. So, however you want to answer that, but I'm really talking about the adventurous part of describing the first date. Gotcha. Like what was exciting about it.
So my best first date actually just happened not too long ago, out in Los Angeles, and it was somebody I knew, but we knew each other as kids, mm-hmm. and we hadn't seen each other for 20 years. And, we follow each other on social media, and we'll, thumb up, heart emoji, eye, stuff, whatever. But it was never any real conversation or anything. And I just happened to come into town, and we were talking about, so we had been like DMing, like strangers. Yeah. In each other's DMs, and talking about linking up. We should, hook up. We're out there, whatever. Mm-hmm. And I ended up landing a day early, and he made the world stop and came and picked me up. And took me out to eat. We went and hung out in a park. We went to a juice bar. And we just kind of like mulled around the city hand to hand. And I didn't really know what to expect. I didn't know if it was going to be like really a date or if we were just kind of linking up just as old, like high school pals or whatever. And it got real cute, like real quick. It went from us just kind of hanging to like arms sliding around my neck and like
the reaching ring.
Yeah, but he kept it clean though. It was, I was like, it was on top. But y'all know I like that little elbow hook under the chin though. He was like, yeah. But I mean, it got real cute real quick. And it's at the end. It was, like super shy. We're saying bye to each other and whatever. And so again, after knowing each other as kids, not seeing each other for, a decade and a half, 2 decades, whatever. And then this first date, at the end of it, it was that first kiss. And the first kiss was fucking awesome. And we didn't even want to part ways. It was like, oh my God, I don't want you to go, whatever. And then the first date ended up being continued later on that night. Because I was actually out there to hang out with like my girlfriends and stuff. And everybody got drunk and passed out. So he was like, hey, I'll come back. So then he picked me up. We went driving through like the LA Hill or the North Hollywood Hills, like wish listing, looking at like big, huge homes and like talking about being broke as kids and being from the hood and like always imagine like being here and like how close we are. And man, it was awesome. looking at the stars, and it was like one of those like romantic first dates, and it was completely unplanned because I am a planner. I'm a Capricorn, so I'm not the type of chick you can call and be like, "Hey, what you doing? I'm coming through."
Okay.
Nah, I'm not built like that. So for me to be receptive in that moment to that, and for the date to end up to be just awesome, and it was like a whole day of just fun stuff. And it wasn't like, what do you like? What do you want to do? It was literally just, let me lead you around and show you my version of LA, and it was stuff I enjoyed, and it was a great day.
Aww. You ain't giving up?
No.
Good girl.
Not that day. Not that day.
I'm just drinking wine. Oh, great first date.
Great first date.
Yeah, it was.
I can't even think of a great first date right now. I know I've had some too. I can't even think of none. Like I've purposely made sure to make it a great first date, but I can't even think of none after hearing that.
Right, like that was
shit.
the epitome of a first
Right.
date.
That was so cool.
I can think of some that that wouldn't mean first date. So,
So Wes, are you like a planner? I mean, like, do you do like creative stuff, or are you like for a first date? Are you the meetup guy for the first date, and like keep it super simple and very inexpensive? Like, how do you gauge how to run a first date, or is it ladies' choice?
the best way to answer that question is how I feel about the person.
Okay.
Because I've had first dates to where I'm like, let's go back to Tracy on this one, right? If I technically did not know her and have really no idea of her likes, granted, I'm going to try to do as much homework. Would you like to do questions beforehand? If she said, well, I'm not going to do all that, but in getting to know her, I will properly plan as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let me make sure I cover these levels because there are levels. If I really like her, then I'm going to properly plan as much as possible. But then again, not a whole, I think I was just watching a 10-hour day type of date. No. I'm going to plan a couple hours and that's that. If we just met and I kind of, I'm intrigued by her, but still want to get to really know her, then I'm going to do something just real sit up. It's kind of means chill, kind of in between an outing and coffee, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like we'll go to an art exhibit, something to that nature. If I just met her and really just want to get to know her, then I'm gonna do a meetup. Like let's just meet for coffee, let's talk. I want to get to know you so that way, yes, your outer is so beautiful. What does your inner look like? Right. Let me get to know what's inside, what's inside you. No comment. But so that's me. But one of the most eager things I like to do is plan a properly date. Like, damn, I want to do this for her, or in getting to know her once again. So, like, if it's a show coming up, and I know she's really big on, let's say Raheem Devon, for example. I know how much she like Raheem Devon. I'm like, yo, he's coming up in the next 2 weeks. We get these tickets, and don't even tell her. I love surprises more so too. I love to put on a good surprise. Okay. Okay. I've done some cool stuff with dating. So.
Why is this guy single?
Right.
Shoes. I'm sitting here all aflutter about that. I'm like, I want to go to a
museum. I have my own reasons why I'm single. I have my reasons why.
Because I want to be. That's
part of it. Well, part of it, but also I've said there's been those that I've met. I like them and it wasn't reciprocated. Mm-hmm. Or those that like me and I didn't really like them 100%. Mm-hmm. Or more importantly, knowing where my status is financially, I'm like, nah, if we're willing to work together and we have that understanding, and I ain't saying we just started from the scratch, but if we're working together, then we can build upon that. And some women look down upon that just because of, my reestablishing myself here in Atlanta. And I respect that. But on the flip side, until I find her and feel like, that she's the one, then I'll be single. You know, just masturbate and take hot showers and wait for my reach around.
The rich around.
The reach around.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure if Wilson was watching this, he'd
He
be
over
saying,
here.
right,
He watching
he over there. He over there. I know he like, well, shit, he could be single right now. He could be taking loving basketball.
Well, my best first date was.
I gotta go get my charger.
I'll say it was someone who wanted to meet me, like you said.
Mhm.
Who was intrigued, and they flew in to meet.
They flew in. Hey,
Yes.
Weekend love.
And just spent the day like basically like her on the, nothing
Mhm.
planned. Just did everything.
Oh,
Movies, bowling, parks, dinner, lunch, drinks, Waffle House late at night. It was just
Waffle House.
Yeah, super late. Yeah.
You had some Waffle House.
Mm-hmm.
Is that also special? Right side behind the you see it behind the cabinet, not cabinet, but drawer.
Yeah.
You had wait. Let's go back to the bowling. Who won?
Me.
Did you win or did he win?
I won.
I bet you won. Did he let you win though? I bet you. I bet you.
No, I won.
You won.
Because I'm a winner.
Oh shoot! But did you win? Did you hear the guilty laugh with it too?
So yeah, but yeah, it was really, really. It made you, like you said, when you make someone feel special because they prioritize.
Yeah.
You have to do that. Flew in town just to meet me, took me out, and flew right back out because he had to go somewhere else. So.
Oh.
So.
It's nice just to be in that bubble, like on a good date.
Yeah.
Now that's one thing I can attest to as well. When you really just stop your day and plan a day with her, or vice versa, that is something that speaks volumes.
Yeah.
Period. And I mean, we've all have busy schedules, we all have busy lives, but we can all attest when you actually come across someone who maybe stopped their day for you, and vice versa for me, because I'm big on time. I can't get that time back. Yeah, I can get the money back, I can get this, whatever, but that time, I can't get that back. That speaks volumes. Like, you know what? You're definitely worth my time, and I really want to do something for you, with you, and I want to show you that. And I am busy as fuck, but I don't care because I want you. Goes a long way.
It does.
Goes a long way.
I really appreciated that. Just like you did.
Yeah, I bet you did. You give him something?
Nope.
You didn't give him that? He flew in town. You gave him something later?
Nope. I have not.
You didn't give him
I didn't give him nothing. I don't have to. He's respectable. He said he'll wait for it.
Day that wait.
I'm disrespectful. I'll get out. You don't give me what I want.
He's like, I'll wait.
Would you have gave him something?
No. I don't do that on first date.
You ain't never had sex on first date?
No.
You said that too soft.
I'm trying to think. No.
Yes.
She said,
But the face was present. Yes.
Hold up.
And mind you, and we've had an episode like this before talking about that. There's nothing wrong having sex on the first date.
Nothing at all.
Just like ain't nothing wrong having sex on the day after. Sex after you get married, or those who want to try out the product before they get married. You know what I'm saying? And just me, I gotta see what you working with, because I ain't trying to marry you and sex ain't good. And granted,
Well, what if she never had sex?
that's different.
It's just some stuff I'm not signing up for. I'm just, I don't know.
But that's all. Because everybody you with, you got to teach them. You got to teach them.
I'm already educated.
Not teaching them
professionally.
But you got to teach them what pleases you. And they got to, know what you pleases.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. You're right, but
It's some people out there still need to be taught, though. We talking about, again, education, learning your anatomy and whatnot.
Yeah.
I dated a whole attorney that did not know that a vagina had 2 holes, one for urination and one for procreation. And you got a whole law degree. Somebody trust you with their freedom?
He said, "I'm not a doctor."
Child, with a whole,
Nor do I act like
listen,
one.
with a whole baby though, and talk about all the wonderful things he could do. No, you can't. No, you can't. Stop lying.
well, another thing we can leave
What's
behind,
the
fellas
deal?
talking shit, and they got a little dick.
Stop that.
I figured I'll give y'all that one.
That is not your energy level. Don't go there, please. Appreciate it. Public service announcement, stepmother.
PSA.
I'm not playing with
PSA.
you.
PSA. Got a little dick. Don't talk like you got a big dick.
I'm saying you can have big money talk. You
Lower your
understand? Yeah, lower your. You can have big money talk. You can have big positive energy talk. I don't know.
Well, that's normally who talk about it.
Is what?
When they talk about everything else, they have a little bit. What they can do everywhere else, what they got.
Yeah, that is right. Oh my God.
I think a person that doesn't have a small penis does not speak about it at all.
Yeah, I'm definitely attracted to humbly powerful men. So I've never had real little dick issues. It's been a while.
Let me see your hands.
I don't know. What you need to see my hand for?
What's the thing?
What does my hand have to do with anything?
With big hands for women or small hands for women?
I just like to see your hands. That's all.
See, what thing? I mean, like there's men with big feet supposedly that
Big
Child.
see, big dick now.
I
What
know
was the one yesterday? Friend said
Middle finger.
Middle finger.
a long middle finger.
Yeah.
And talking about the width of it.
What
like
does it do?
She was talking about like ball player fingers versus football player fingers, and like how I don't know, like how like shorter, like wider fingers are indicative of like a
Shorter.
fatter, a fatter member.
I mean,
And if you had long and slim, but if you had like long thick, then that means you had that, that good old
Get that
eggplant.
mine is natural.
Well, how did that eggplant thing even evolve?
Who's on the eggplant?
Because if I
emoji?
see a penis that looks like an eggplant, I'm out. Eggplants come in so many different, like
Which ones look like?
Not like a
vegetable
eggplant.
wise.
I mean, I take a cucumber that's a lot more normally shaped for, my canal than an eggplant. Eggplants come so weird. That's like squash or like, so random.
What about zucchini?
Zucchini is nice.
Zucchini is a squash.
Yeah, I'll take zucchini.
What about a squash? But they look kind of
Squash
weird.
be looking weird. They be bulbous.
A bowl at the
Yeah.
bottom. They got the big curve.
Yeah, that look like the vibrators I don't like. I'm not doing a squash. No. I just didn't understand eggplant though. I was off for like the arm, a strong arm. I was like, yeah, I can do that. Strong arm. But eggplant, I didn't really get that.
Maybe because it's big, in comparison to other vegetables.
It's a whole bunch of men out there though that better not throw an eggplant up there. And if that's the case,
Yeah, and you put dill.
a pickle or something.
No, pickle. What's it, a little small one?
Gherkin.
Yeah. The sweet pickle.
Jerking your gherkin. Got ahead of that.
I hope it don't look like that.
Listen, what that mouth do? I'm not gonna do with that gherkin. Next.
So we talked about it yesterday how you ever come across one that was either too big or too small, and your reaction.
I think the reaction is the same to both.
It really
the facial expression would be the same.
Really?
It's shock either way.
Shock. Shock and
way.
surprise.
What's the more shocking, the big or the small?
It depends on where you're at, right?
Yeah.
Or the dude who has the big or the small.
Because understand, if you're in that moment where you are seeing a penis that is surprising, that means that we're probably 9 times out of 10 in want of it. So if it comes out, if it gets rolled out, you understand? As if it's a small rollout, what they call that a soft opening?
Or a grand opening.
Either a soft opening or a grand opening. You understand me? So
love it.
Soft opening is a no-go. It's kind of like, that's all you got.
That means
You don't
like
have the whole
y'all
menu?
ran out of food already. That's like the trial and error opening. Like
I'm shocked and appalled the audacity that you present that to me. Right. And then the grand opening is always
because really the grand opening might come like 4 months later after you didn't set the tables, you know how to work everything.
Yeah. And then
everything's fully stocked.
Yeah.
Lock, stock, what is it?
And barrel. You rode hard and put away wet. That's grand opening.
Yes. Can we get rid of that? Yes. Can we get rid of that?
Get rid of what?
With the hand and
everything. Yes.
No, can we get rid of that damn pose y'all be doing with the the foot like this? You know what I'm saying? Can we get rid of that?
It's automatic though.
No, they ain't make my booty look good. No. Find me a new pose. Find me a new angle.
Oh my God, she said.
Drake got us feeling confident about our angles this year. Don't take that from me.
What's on your say?
Angle.
Yeah. I don't know. I remember angles.
Get some money.
He know it. Yeah, there you go.
I'm
sorry.
No, I do a remix in my mind too.
I love the remixes.
I bet you
Absolutely.
do.
DJ Key West gone.
West.
In the building.
I'm sorry. I'm still laughing at y'all right now. I don't know how.
Soft
what made me?
Grand opening.
Yeah. I don't know what made me think to put y'all two together. Light skin and brown skin and me.
We look like Neapolitan.
Right.
The strawberry.
My favorite flavor. Outside the butter pecan.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
Okay.
Can we leave behind the fake moaning too?
Yeah.
We talked about this last night.
I would just be silent on you. Are we done?
Remember she said that too? She said, yeah, I was proving my point to him. I was just going to be silent. Yeah. I was like, okay, I ain't mad at that. She's like, yeah, I had to be silent. You ever had to be silent? Or purposely was silent?
Yeah, you're like, damn.
Or only if I'm told to. Shut up, teacher,
take this.
Ooh.
She is smiling heavily after that one too. You see that?
I mean, those are the only two reasons you'll be quiet. It's because you bored it, because you commanded to. Like, it's quiet during sex. To prove a
some
point.
people are. I mean, some people just don't have that. I mean, you hear the grunt or the breath, because it's.
I mean, but that's not quiet though. That's somebody's noise.
No, we talking about saying.
That I annoy myself doing that. No, yeah, that's too much. You right? Yeah, the fake mono, we can look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, like I was saying last night, you barely put the tip in, you go crazy.
Don't do that.
Like, come on, really? Like, I barely got it in. Oh! That much is in. Relax. Bring it down. Bring it down. Bring it down.
Some of y'all don't even really be having that much more to go past that.
I need a tip drill.
You need a drill. Ain't nothing you can do with that tip.
You need a tip drill.
Little jackhammers.
What did I do? I didn't know where I started. I had no idea. What I was getting myself into.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I did, but not like this.
Well, it's New Year's Eve.
Mm-hmm. I'm with it.
Brought out the guns. Do you shoot on New Year's Eve? Shoot your gun?
No.
Not shoot blanks.
That's all right. Wait, do you shoot on New Year's Eve? I was like, wait, do I shoot on New Year's Eve? Do I shoot on New Year's Eve? Or do I shoot blanks on New Year's Eve?
We keep coming up with the word shit in your conversation.
Right.
Stop that.
Right.
No, we shoot.
Nah, I shoot. I mean, wait, you talking about gun, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even have a gun.
Okay.
Not yet. I'm trying to hopefully stay that way.
Yeah.
But now I have a gun. So, no.
On the West Coast, we used to.
Nah, on the West Coast, I was in the house or if I was in an event, I wanted to be underground somewhere because them bullets.
Not
That was serious.
But yeah, we used to.
Serious. I got a question, ladies. You don't mind me asking? Since you were talking about shooting blanks. So when he putting in that work, he about to come.
Mm-hmm.
You like when he comes all over you or not?
I mean, I'm good at being painted on. I don't know. That's what it's called.
Picasso.
Do your best. It's gorgeous, boy.
He likes. Oh, you like it when he puts it in your hair or something? Like, you
Moisturizer.
want that extra moisturizer conditioner? Wait, what
See
you
all
say?
them follicles right on.
She's like, nah, I don't even want him to put it on me. I want to just.
Next question.
Next. Next.
Oh my God! What's wrong, Angel?
Nothing.
No comment?
No.
You pleaded the fifth?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be quiet.
What do you like to do?
Oh, it depends.
Yeah, depends on what.
No,
It
you
depends
gotta have
on-
a preference though. Like
You can't pose a question and then ride the fence. It depends on what.
I mean, it depends on. I mean, all right, let's say it this way. If we're talking about she's about to make me ejaculate from oral from receiving, would I prefer that she swallows it or me painting on her? It depends on the mood. So what if I was standing up and she's performing and she's low? Maybe paint
Give
her
her a facial.
face as such, or if I'm laying back and she's on top performing. You see what I'm saying? Maybe she swallows it because it's much easier in that way.
Or you can make a volcano.
A volcano. Just erupt, huh? Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Or what if I'm on top and giving her the business and then I just paint all over her? See, it all depends. It all depends. Or maybe she'll say, like, yo, this is how I want it. Picasso me or something. You never know. It all depends. But then again, it is a visual when you just nut all over. You're like, damn, look at all that. Shit, you did that.
Thank you.
You're more than welcome.
We did talk about that too, saying thank you afterwards.
Oh yeah, thank you. Thank you.
It's so
You're
polite.
more than welcome.
Thank you for that. So dick. Sexually polite.
You're more than welcome.
Better
for that pussy. You're more than welcome. I'm just saying. Get what you like in 2020. Get what you like and deserve. If you like two dicks in you, go ahead and get it. I'm not.
I'm judging. No, I don't.
You judging. If you like two women vulvas on you, like it. If you prefer one or the other and you want it together, do you. Just be open about it and be honest about it.
And be
communicate
safe.
and be safe about it. Be real. Seriously.
Absolutely.
I'm seriously. I keep having this visual New Year's Eve. There's going to be me and like 5 women. Did you just laugh at me?
Yeah.
What y'all gonna be doing? Playing basketball? What you?
He gonna be 6 man.
What y'all gonna be doing?
Joanna man.
I'm
you really
saying. So if you are over 6 foot tall and born with a vagina and lonely this New Year's Eve, he is looking for a game of pickup.
I ain't never putting y'all on the show together. Never again. Next week, tune in with me. I mean, I've had 3 once in one time. You made it work. So now I'm like 4.
That's your goal for 2020.
No, I ain't a goal for 2020. I just, when you go from 2 at one time and 3 now, let's go for 4. Then we go for 5. 5 is my cutoff.
This is the advancement in his sexual education.
Just to see.
Mm-hmm.
Because, people, some people make reference, you got to keep them all stimulated. You ain't going to be able to. Shit, you gotta know how to.
Well, you can have one on each appendage.
One on your face, one on each hand.
Dude, don't do all that.
One wiener, one massaging your feet.
Don't do that.
Clean.
Don't do what?
All that licking.
Why? You didn't like that?
It seemed like her hand itch.
So that just goes to show y'all Angel doesn't like me, all right? And we can leave that in 2020.
In 2019.
In 2019. I know you like Angel. How you know? Y'all chemistry is good. Look how she talk to you. Look how she look at you when y'all be talking on the show. This my mama. She gotta like you. No, Mom, we're just good friends. Okay, Keion. No, Mom, we're good friends. Y'all just good friends? Yeah. Well, y'all still got good chemistry. Y'all still talk. Y'all talk about real stuff and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Mom. There go another woman. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Angel don't like you. Mm-hmm. She must like you. Why you say that? Look how she look at you. So look at me with two eyes. What are you talking about? No, look how she talk to you. She talking to me with her mouth. What you mean? We just had a good conversation. It's real genuine and open and honest. Yeah, but nah, y'all got vibes.
I blame Steve Harvey for that nonsense.
What part?
The whole idea that men and women can't be, that he's presented that men and women can't be friends.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly, I really blame Steve Harvey for
mm-hmm.
stamping that idea, because
That's
it's
a good
so
point.
untrue. It is so untrue, because at the end of the day, women decide, and it's insulting to believe that people believe that you about a woman when you're around a man, that somebody has to be occupying your holes.
Right. No one has restraint.
Yeah.
Or even the attraction. Sometimes it's not you're attractive as a person, but you're not sexual. You may not be sexually attracted to that person.
But obviously attracted by something, because that's what cultivates friendships and whatever else. But it's just like, golly, y'all have got to stop with us. So even Future, when he wrote in a verse like myself, if your girl been to any season opener, I go to season openers all the time. I used to tutor athletes. I ain't sleeping with them. I know how to have male friends. Sheesh.
But that's what people listen to. They listen to these celebrities or whatever people that have some influence. That's what they are. They influence you to view life, however, it's brainwashing. Ultimately.
I hate it.
All I can say is
I like y'all's friendship. I really appreciate it.
Thanks.
Who, ours?
Yeah.
Hey, boo.
It's dope.
Did you just snort again?
I did.
It's dope that y'all can have such an open, candid conversation that sometimes, sexually charged or relationship based or whatever. And it just be that.
The beauty of our dynamic relationship is the fact that she's who she is and I am who I am. Mm-hmm. And when we first started, that was evident in our very first show, which was, are you in a relationship or are you in an Atlanta relationship? And even though we had never sat down and talked about anything. In terms of the show, and just said, hey, what's going on with the show? And just went from there. And that first show, we were just like, fuck it. We're just going to talk about this and we're just going to go from there. It wasn't no script. It wasn't nothing. And for me, just to see the chemistry that we had, she'll pick up where I laugh off and she'll ask this and she'll say that. And y'all see it. We're 15 plus episodes in now. Mm-hmm. It speaks volumes in terms of how I was blessed with an angel. So I'm very grateful for that, and to know we're just friends. Mm-hmm. I mean, I've thought about, a couple times, bending her over and all of that. I ain't gonna lie.
She's a baddie, y'all. I
ain't gonna front.
But
after episode, I'm like, shit, she wearing that black tonight. That has been fat. You just
What,
said
when my
this
hair was
on.
curly?
I don't know. I'm just reminiscing right now. Shit.
And as beautiful women, we should. You
And that's
understand? We
right.
attract attention everywhere we go. We turn
Mhm.
heads, not just of men, but of other women.
Yeah, because
too.
I'm lesbian too. So
Yeah. So, and but it's just dope to pass the aesthetics and realizing that somebody
Right.
is a nice looking person or is a genuine person or a loving person or whatever, and you're attracted to qualities in them. It always doesn't have to translate to sex.
Right.
Right.
Comma. But
It can.
she almost. And then one night she about to get some. I was about to be like, you know what? You said something on the show. I was like, that sounded good. Say it again. Yeah, y'all hear an exclusive. Anyway.
Exclusive.
But exclusive, exclusive up close with the man West. But anyway, but that was. But the point is, it was always respectful. I've never crossed that line with her, vice versa. And that's how it is. And that's once again going back to what you said. I have many women friends or girl friends. You know what I'm saying? And that's just that. And then I have those who be like, "You're my friend, but I need some dick, Keion." I'm like, huh? Okay. Well, I'm being honest.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of adulthood and open communication.
I mean, that's the beauty of just being real and saying how you feel. And one thing I tell women all the time, yes, that whole double standard crap, and we talked about this before in the previous episode, don't pay what society says, no attention. You know what I'm saying? If you want that, go get that. If you want this, go get it. Be happy with what you want. And that's that. Especially if you've been busting your ass, working hard, getting into a successful career, or whatever the case may be. Be happy. Be happy. Be happy.
So I wanted to say thank you for allowing me to be your co-host for So You Think You're Ready for Black Love. I've had a wonderful 15 episodes, and I just hope that going into 2020 we make this a bigger and better, opportunity to share with everybody, and that people are still in love with us, continue to tune in and help us elevate the show so we're able to reach a broader territory, community of people, and just share. And just like Climax has joined us, Climax has come with us. Yeah.
I'm sorry. You
yeah,
say something?
that she can also be, of course, a future guest, and those that are, our comrades, that help elevate us, and we elevate them as well. So I'm looking forward to 2020 with So You Think You're Ready for Black Love. My co-host Wes, or the man with the plan, Wes, and me. So yeah, I just
Well, you did it. Thank you for the compliment, but you did it by saying what's going on with the show, and it just it was I didn't want to do it solo. I felt me talking. Y'all wouldn't want to see that. I figured, and more importantly, it was vital to have the woman's perspective. I felt, and a grown woman's perspective at that. And more importantly, and a grown woman who has been to X, Y, and Z in her life, who can share different stages of dating, or even in your case, marriage and whatnot, or whatever the case may be. But you cover a large spectrum of topics and conversations, so I was able to be blessed with such a dope co-host. So I'm very grateful for that. And moving forward, hey, especially y'all living close, that helps too. But, I mean, let's just be real. When you're blessed to have someone live by you, you can, it makes it easier in that regard. Hi, Chrissy. But now we got this crazy one.
Yeah.
And granted, I may say like, hey, come on tonight. I'm saying, you busy, come on tonight. And all this want to do is just take it to a next level. And the more viewers who watch, the bigger the platform. Who's to say next year around this time we now own TV or our own YouTube TV channel or our own Facebook TV channel, or who knows?
Right.
You never know. And being that we are, let's give Atlanta props. Being that we are in Atlanta, a lot of stuff is taking place in Atlanta that this can definitely grow big, which I definitely think it will. And that way we can have conversations like, we can have a show where, well, we have to do it now before we get on TV, but a topless one, let her be topless.
They allow pasties on network TV.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Be a little, get a little edgy.
Yeah, you can get one with glitter
mermaid and unicorn pasties and
especially
everything.
how she, her introduction. You know what I'm saying?
Your father's favorite. I teach you everything your mother wouldn't. Stepmother.
That's what I'm virgin.
I'm just a guy hosting a Black Love podcast. So anyway, any questions before we leave? Any questions from over here? Any questions from over here? Any questions from over here? Before we wrap up, we're about to wrap it up for 2019. This is the last Monday of 2019. This is the last Monday of this decade. I hope you get your last nut in too for this decade.
It was a great Monday for me. It was a good day. Normally people hate Mondays. Monday.
Yeah, some people do hate Mondays.
Yeah, learn to love Mondays. Let's leave hateful Mondays in 2019.
If you wake up, you should be happy.
Real time.
I mean, the words of 2 Chainz. You woke up this morning, you winning. If you wake up this morning receiving the head, you really winning. Ain't that the best feeling? Wake up, you sleep, and all of a sudden, hey! Oh, yes. Oh.
Good morning.
Good morning. Morning.
Morning.
Receiving the hand when you wake up. Oh, my goodness. It's like she's the innocent one. Because,
it's so adorable.
It's so cute. And like, she's definitely not the innocent one.
Not even close.
And then it's me. And I'm just a nerd.
Self-proclaimed.
I'm a nerd. Look at me.
Nastiest nerd we know.
Right. That is correct.
I don't know. I might have some potential with that title.
That'd be a plug,
there.
nasty nerd.
The nastiest nerd you know. I'm the naughtiest nerd you know. I might do that one. The nasty might be too nasty.
Naughty nerd.
Naughty nerd.
That's cute.
I look naughty, y'all. I look naughty. Chrissy, do I look naughty?
Yeah, he does.
I know. Look at me. I don't know what I'm doing.
You should see him in white sweatpants. We're elevating gray to white for 2022. I want to see everything.
You missed that yesterday too. They got on me about my sweatpants.
Nah, we got on him because he hit a whole wardrobe change. You feel me? With some girl coming over.
So what had happened was, once again, here at my place, we had a little get together yesterday, right? So I had been in bed all day. And when I finally put on clothes, I just put on whatever. It was a white t-shirt and some white sweats. It was right in front of me. I grabbed it, I put it on.
Sidebar. Right? I got the whatever outfit. Continue.
Because you quickly got here. So I quickly got dressed because I had to go open the gate and I didn't want to walk out naked because I almost did. Okay. I'm almost tempted to do it just to be like, anyway, so then another friend came by and, still on the same thing. So then as time went on and, more people was about to come through, in particular, a male, I said, I need to put on some different attire because just don't want the dick to be hanging when the homeboy comes through. And he said he was literally 5 minutes away. So I went back in the back, put on something else, a long sleeve, whatever that was in front of me, and some gray sweats that was in front of me. But I had something else underneath the gray sweats. It was shorts. And I just, didn't dig nothing of it. It was just like, let me put this on and keep it pushing. I walk out. Oh, and then the other
you had on black sweats when I came.
Yeah, because I had right. So I walk out and I'm like, putting some things away. Once again, I'm not digging nothing of it. Nothing, no big deal. Hey, this dude went to go do a whole wardrobe change. Look, he got the gray sweats on. And whatever else y'all was saying, I don't know. I just ignored it because I knew I wasn't trying to do nothing to expose me. Then, then I went ahead and put on some black sweats because they couldn't see nothing. You couldn't see nothing with the gray sweats.
Listen, there is a designated difference between gray sweats, like the white sweats that you had on earlier, and the gray joggers that you went and put on with the tapered leg and the little drop crotch to be able to, see the print. Like, it was too many ladies in the building for us to not know what that move was. Yeah. And then you went and got the name brand sweats too, so that's how we knew it was so real. You was putting on for somebody. And then he went and got the Pepe Le Pew striped shirt and put on so he could be extra romantic with it. The only reason he had on black sweats, Angel, by the time you got here is because we laughed at him so tough for going in there and putting on that. Gave him so much mess for going in there and putting on them gray joggers.
They gave me so much shit. So much shit. Now all I kept saying was, I just put on some gray sweats.
Nah, you didn't just put on gray sweats.
I just put on some gray sweats. That's all. Ain't nothing wrong with gray sweats, right?
Nothing at all. Oh, yeah, that's some other craziness going on. I love her, though.
Oh, that's the one. Right.
I love her.
When they did the phone on the phone and he looked at her and she was just like,
right.
That was probably the funniest meme for me this year.
Oh my goodness. I love her. Okay, so where are we?
Oh no, I'm just laughing at this shit.
That's a distraction.
So anyway, we're about to wrap up. This has been dope. As I always say at the end, check on your friends. This is still the holiday season. A lot of people are battling with depression and all kinds of stuff. So don't send a text, send them a phone. Give them a phone call. One hello goes a long way. I'm telling y'all, personally speaking. So to my great co-host, Angel, I love you so much.
Love you too.
I'm very thankful for you. To my craziest guest co-host right here, I'm going to pull it. That's all I got to say.
Don't tell me what a good time.
On that note, make sure you tune in next week for the first episode of 2020. So you think you're ready for Black Love. Stay tuned. There's a lot of big things on this way. So without further ado, I'm your man, Wes.
And Angel.
Climax.
Have a great night. And if you do a little moaning, make sure you moan properly. Wes.